Shatta Wale has been saying something about this year. He says it is called the Year of Truth. And today's show, it is going to be Buga Buga, one with the Year of True factors in it. It has been a long day for some of us because we were running around some places trying to sort some things, and we'll be giving you the report later of what we went out to take care of later on this channel. You keep your eyes glued here. We'll be giving you guys updates about what we went out to do. Myself and Roland, we just came in. Yeboah has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, we are here. So Showbiz Daily will come your way. Ah, you guys is a stress. You don't want to be involved. That's why well, so finally we are here. So Showbiz Daily was talking, but it's going to be one of the cutest Showbiz Daily you can ever think about. My name is Sammy Flex. Roland Amate is here, sipping on his wine, and Team Dodu is also sipping on his wine. Sammy Flex, I've taken communion. In the name of God, I have blessed it. And communion is communion. You know, communion is very sugary. So yeah, it is like that. Let me also say thanks to Theophilus Digosh. Why is Theo laughing? Theophilus Digosh and Vigilance for putting together the stories. Now, let's move on to story number one. We have read that a lady belonging to the organizers of African Movie Academy Awards has apologized. Judith. Do you guys know Judith?
No.
No. Judith has been one key person in our movie industry. She's a Nigerian though. And Judith Oluwale, I think that's the name. And she has also been the liaison for AMAA since. In fact, she started working with some of the, that time that Nigerian producers were in Ghana, she was more or less their liaison. So if you come, you have to go through her. And the story says, I've apologized to Gloria Safu over flight issues. AMAA country director. And said Judith Oluwale Kuonu, the country director for the African Movie Awards in Ghana, has responded to the video by actress Gloria Safu, lashing out at the organizers of the awards, following the challenges some Ghanaian filmmakers faced with their flight tickets while leaving for the event in Nigeria. Now, according to Judith, although she admits that what happened was unfortunate, she sent a message of apology to Gloria Safu. Now, this is what she says. I've sent her a message of apology, but she kept on doing this, but that's her problem. Hey. I mean, I've sent her a message of apology, but she kept on doing this, but that's a problem. I mean, we are different people from different backgrounds, where we come from and how we are trained. I'm sorry this happened. I'm also sorry that it is going this way, because this is somebody that is close to me and could not have communicated with me. Judith, what happened? And all that, she never did that. All I saw was that she was going all over the place. But it's okay. You know, bad news is also sometimes good news. Maybe you are trying to reignite the face of AMAA for us in our own way. We take it like that. Judith Oluwale told Andy Dusty on Daybreak Hits. And Judith also mentioned that despite the incident, some members of the team that were stranded at the airport reached out to her. There were so many veterans that were there who called and said, Judith, we understand these things, so don't worry. If we get to come, we will come. If you don't worry, because you have been doing this with us for the past 20 years. We have never experienced this. She further indicated that there are some challenges but cannot control as an organization because you don't have the personal airline or jet that you can put your people on and bring them down. Asked what really the issue was and who was responsible for the first pass, she said the organizers would later issue a communique to that effect. Judith Oluwale did not say anything important. I'm surprised.
Where is this story coming from? Who?
My journal, sorry.
And so they were the one who put that headline there.
Yes.
I mean, it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Even the headline is
unfortunately,
rubbish.
some Nigerians are jubilating for what happened. I read some comments and you are happy.
Forget about it.
Watch about quick one. Today, let's summarize our.
I think this is not an apology. I mean, in fact, she's even making the matters worse. I mean, I was going to say that it is in the right order for them to apologize, and maybe try to rectify or punish whoever is responsible for what happened.
Yeah.
But this is not an apology, and this is even making matters worse. I mean, you are not standing in as the official. You are not standing in an official capacity to apologize to her. So you have to be careful how you talk about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And at the end of the article, I think you read that she said that the organization will issue an official apology or
communicate to explain.
To explain what really happened. Why don't you wait for that? Instead, you are saying things that will not. That is even making matters worse. What you read is not an apology. In fact, it's more or less like a counter to whatever that Gloria Sappho has said. And this will not help in any way. And again, it is not giving the organization any good name. I think this is in bad taste, and nobody should, take this as a serious apology or whatever. That's why I'm surprised that even my Join Online with this content put such a headline. It doesn't fit. Even if this one, they will call it an apology. They should put it in inverted commas or something, because if you read this is not an apology. Okay, quick one. Roland takes over, and let's listen to what he adds to this.
This is a response to Gloria's complaints, outburst or rant or whatever you call it. This is not an apology. It's actually a response, a direct response, a counter response to whatever she's saying, because she actually commented on this on a personal level and not in the capacity of representing the organization. Even though in her statement, she also talked about the fact that, okay, perhaps, like she also gave a posture that she is also affiliated to the company. But then, this particular conversation is a personal one, because she was saying others called her as the country rep. Others reached out to her and she apologized to Gloria Sappho. I believe when some of these things happen, as much as you may have individual relationship or personal relationship with some of them, there is the need to save the company's face. Therefore, there should be an official communication from the company. Because there are people that you may not have. The personal relationship that you have with the people involved are not the same. And therefore, I believe when it comes to some of this conversation, sometimes the professional touch should always be applied, or should also be applied to the personal relationship that we have. Else, the lives of Gloria Sappho will now not see you, would want to take you aside, no matter the relationship she has with you, take you aside and deal with the company direct, or deal with the firm direct. And I believe that's the tangent she was going from, which is why even the supposed apology that she said she sent to Gloria Sappho, she did not respond to it. You understand? Because now she's looking out for a certain something that has happened which needs people to rectify, but then nobody is responding to it. And for Gloria, I've seen her write so many after her video on social media, actually expressing her disappointment, even in some of her colleagues that were able to find their way to Nigeria, regardless of the challenges that they felt or they had in at the airport. And this one, there's not an apology for me.
Well, all right. So those who think that an apology has been issued, my panel members think this is not an apology and that we should ignore it and face the real issue once again. But we can move on and still do other things. Now, Stonebwoy was on Onua TV, Nana McBrown's Onua Showtime over the weekend, last Sunday. And during his submission, there was something that he said where he talked about some Brabi, a certain gentleman who has been mentioning him, who has been insulting him, who has been attacking him. And even said on that day when he was going on the program, that morning, that the gentleman, the said gentleman, was also mentioning him or talking about him. Now, when this came out, it has brought a conversation of, okay, the two people we have in the dancehall fraternity always going at each other, Shatta, Wale and Stonebwoy. On any platform, they both go at each other. While Shatta will go ahead and mention, say, Stonebwoy Stonebwoy will not go and mention Shatta Wale. He will use other innuendos and other things to still talk about Shatta Wale. And this particular video, many people think it's an example. Others also die, but I've been on one. So I want to throw it to our people. What do they also think? A clear example of Stonebwoy mentioning Shatta Wale using Brabi, or once again, indeed, he did not mention him. Let's go watch that portion. And when I come back, I get views from my people. Stay tuned.
Debia me who be coming once. Brabi, and a power cry, baby, 1,000. All side, I don't know a idea how to say a say to me ignore now focus because seminim cram in himself, bro, for a break and obia a two ababono.
All right, so that's it. Chamo, maybe I can start this with you. Brabi no, ebi say oh Stonebwoy Shatta Wale no kan. Ti Shatta so corner ono de eboard boni dia mon kama no ntu. Ebi da we ntimi nye Shatta Wale. Brabi nye Shatta Wale. Shatta Wale friend Brabi.
Okay, for him to say Brabi na omoka say for those who are saying nye Shatta Wale no eh hwan. They can't answer. The best answer would have been, oh, there be nye Shatta Wale Brabi or te Kaswa.
And I dream say it could be this guy.
Then
do you know also say that okay, someone should give us 3 people that they think the Brabi can fit them.
So they won't answer that part. So obviously we know the answer. My thing is that I mean this is his style and he's responding to Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
This is the way that he preferred doing it.
Okay.
So for me, I think yes, this is his way of responding to Shatta Wale. So that's how I see it. Unless somebody will come out and mention different name that whatever description that he's giving will fit. And yes, they are bribing him no. And I know only a casano, onim say yenim de all can asem.
Yeah.
And then after now be technical about what is happening. I think he was talking to Shatta Wale. And in this case, he was responding to what Shatta Wale has said
in recent times.
Recent times, I mean, on the rant and bant, and again
after that
the live videos that he was responding to. So for me, I think we shouldn't pretend about what is happening and how both choose to do their thing. Yes, what will worry me or what I would not like is one side will come later and complain. Like if Shatta Wale, you went on rant and bant, you mentioned Stonebwoy. You went on your life, you mentioned Stonebwoy. So if he mentions you, don't come back and complain about Stonebwoy mentioning you.
Okay, I get that point.
Yes, because you have mentioned him. So even if he decide not to mention you direct, but give a description that will fit you, take it.
Accept it.
Yes, because that's how, face it, that's how it is. So don't come back later in the defense that he mentioned me by describing me and me too, I will go at, no. I think we have passed that stage. It's either you don't talk about him at all or you take whatever comes your way because that's what you are doing. So for me, I think we shouldn't hide behind the description of Brabi and whatever and pretend that we don't know what the person that Stonebwoy is talking about. And the same way, Shatta Wale should, and even his fans, Shatta Wale fans should take whatever come their way because Shatta Wale is mentioning him. I remember when we discussed the rant and banter, I said that I wish Shatta would not mention him.
Yes.
You can generalize and talk about what is happening. But if you mention him, hey, get ready for him. Because he will also mention you in his own way. That's the bottom line. He will do it in his own way. You can't tell him how he should mention you. Okay. If he decides to call you Brabi, take it. Because you have mentioned him. That if
he retaliates.
Yeah, exactly. So and I think we should be clear about those things and we will be free. Instead of sometimes some people try to be technical so that later they will be saying that, oh, it's not like that, it's like this. It won't help anybody. I think we should be straight in our dealings and we will be free.
Well, let me go on to Roland Amate, Brabi, and those statements, would he also attribute it to Shatta Wale?
If at this point we will still want to beat around the bush when these two people speak as to who they are referring to, then it is as if we just want to find job for yourself. It is similar to what the last time he said, any person who says he's a dancer can be murder. It is very similar. You see, there are certain things that, yes, if you say you want to, if you say it is not him, and you want to go and find another person, you are finding job for yourself. Because the two of them actually knows who they are talking about. Which is why Shatta, whenever he wants to talk about Stonebwoy, mentions him. And Stonebwoy also has his own way of mentioning Shatta. So at this point, in both of them, their communication, how they speak, how they address each other's issues, if you would still want to go and beat about the bush and say, oh, do you know, then I say, well, what's up, like a honampe job. You understand? The issue should rather be on what they are saying and not on whether or the or no.
Okay.
Or the or no, at this point, we've passed that stage when it comes to communication between these two.
Okay.
Because some of us, we've seen the way both of them communicate.
Yeah.
We've seen the way both of them communicate to the extent that we know, okay, one person would want to cast innuendos, pass here, pass there, before they arrive at whatever they want to say. Another person would also hit the nail right on the head and let the whole world know that this is the person I'm referring to. So whether it is fair or foul, both of them have a way of communicating, and it is as such. If you want to come and play then you now job for you.
I talked about the year of truth. Let's finish the show with this. Remember MC Yeboah? She is one of the loud mouth pundits on UTV's United Showbiz. Thank you, Chemo. I was looking for it. UTV's United Showbiz. And again, sometimes she makes appearance on Ola Michael's Neat FM Entertainment as well as Peace FM Entertainment Review as well. Now, after attacking some celebrities here and there, remember Fia Schwarzenegger talked about she having a baby with A+, Kwame A+, coming further to also talk about the fact that, she's eatable. Why not? Why not? All those things. Now, despite all these issues going down, a gentleman came from Canada claiming to have a thing with her. And the gentleman was even shocked that the lady had a baby with Kwame A+, which, after knowing her, the lady never told him rather. Now, there was a time that the lady appeared on Delay's program, and the lady asked her, a guy is from Canada. He says here and you have a thing. And MC Yeboah said, me, I don't know any Canada person. I've not even seen any Canada person. Today, looks like a different answer is popping on Neat FM. In fact, this one, your own home, drilling you like that. Ola Michael decided to go on a tangent. And Ola and the other one, AMAA, decided to go on a tangent by drilling Yeboah. And what came out? Esewani and Seseo Kachre. And you watch it. You could see saying, Osha, na yabafi ni wabekasa. I'll be back.
Somebody has never met you before. Somebody has never seen you before. Somebody has never smelt you before. Doesn't even know what you feel like. Ola, look at my skin. This person has never even, do you understand? So for some person to come out somewhere and talk about the fact that he's had an affair with me, and I've never met this gentleman before.
Have you spoken to him before?
I have spoken to him before.
Have you?
Did you date him?
Have you?
No,
there's
no.
I'm
We
not
are
asking
not
about dating. I'm not the one asking that
we
question.
are not doing this. I said I am
Don't
not
answer this
dignifying that with an
I'm
answer.
not asking about
what I
dating.
have to say is what I've said.
Relax. You said you have spoken to him before. It means you know him.
Ola, if you want me to give you details.
Listen, you have spoken to him before. You just said someone in Akasada. That means a woman.
Ola, should I show you emails? You want me to show you emails?
Relax.
Let's do this. If you want us to go there, let's go there. Because I've been quiet. I've watched this thing played over the internet, And I don't know why you are triggering me this morning. I have decided not to talk about this issue because if I talk about this issue, there are certain women in this industry that will come out in this issue. And I don't want me, Ola, see me. I don't have time for petty conversations. Me, Yeboah. I don't have time for petty gossips, petty conversations. If you sit in your cubicles and you decide to set me up, guess what? I will enter the trap and I will trap you.
All right, Ro, we are closing. Let's hit it straight. Do you think Yeboah is telling lies? Do you think Yeboah is not being factual with the issue? Do you think the interview on NIT FM and Delay's interview, she is giving different answers? We are closing. Just
of course, she is giving different answers because on Delay's show, she outrightly denied even knowing the person or having come into contact with the person in any sense or form. And the statement that she was making, only be a trampana nipa ni huda, who be that so be no be a trampana nipa. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Why be that?
I'm for trampana online. Me be that. But people date online. We know maybe.
Na butro. Only be a trampana unshaneda. And I just had a question. Okay.
And I make
just to be sure.
Tell bro.
Oh my word. Okay,
Yes.
And I make I say, we've heard stories of people who meet online, start dating online, even before they meet. Sometimes for months, years, before they meet. And ningina can dating. They are all forms of dating. So be catch or be beside say. Obi catch us on assumesia trempena, and you want to deny it. You should deny it based on the kind of communication you've had with the person. Because see, there are guys that maybe are not to talk the amount or child gifts or child nyama, but on una dream will date you. But you, per your communication with him, you've not been
explicit.
Yes, say only date. So in that sense, so be bisawa. You say your side of the story, the kind of communication you've had with him.
Because I hear there was some
exactly audio and chat. Me who screenshots we cry of WhatsApp. Yes, and you see now you outrightly denied even having contact with a guy on Delay Show. Now you are saying that you've spoken to him before, and you go further to say that if you decide to enter into the details of this issue, other women will be affected. So now, which one do you want the public to believe? See, there is a difference between I don't want to talk about it. It is there. I don't whether it is true I've dated him or not. I don't want to talk about it. It is there. When you say these things, nobody will come and probe and say, have you dated him? Have you not dated him? Nobody will come and probe into that details. But then when you come and deny outright, because that is not the first time she even denied that particular conversation. Even on United Showbiz, she started that conversation before she went on Delay Show to amplify it. Then you come back again to now come and say when you open, then it means, how can you tell me you've not have any form of contact with the person, yet you come and tell me when you go into details, others will be affected. How can you tell me you don't know the person from anywhere, or you don't know any man that you've even communicated with or dated that has come online to come and tell people he's dated you? Yet you say when you enter into it, others will be affected. Then what kind of communication do you have? Why, Papa no chairman now kasafanu? So her answers are given two different posture, and it is she should just come clean. Men kasa ho. Omfa na asem ko.
Okay, Chemo will close the show. Chemo will close the show.
We know your friend say you brought yourself. I said odo hwaba. And MCI Yeboah say odo no hwaba.
Okay.
Ne twate. Ne twate into on pump. And never boar. On pump ne twate into on pump na. Baby or they find the when you watch minim say any day I will be there. Omo the delay answer no. Any ola answer ne see any pe. one hakro ntimi nkasa biom enti no onya kasa bebrebe no on say sometimes when you are quick to deny something you don't think through it or you don't really form a good answers for it even if you want to lie because when you watch the delay show critically apart from saying that I was shocked for the guy to even come and say something like that. When Delay asked, do you know him? He will say, I've never met him. Anytime Delay will say, do you know the man? The man is saying that you know him. He will say, I've never met him.
Yeah.
Which is a different answer.
Yes.
To I know him or not. Yes. And I think she was just trying to be technical. So later she will say that I didn't say I don't know him. I said I have not
spoken to him or
met him. That would be her answer. But after giving, I was shocked to hear him say that. It is giving impression that you don't know him. So if later you say I have not met him, what you can't say you don't know him. So she should come clean. You may know him, but never met him. It's two different things. So don't try to make it look like you are wiser than people who are watching or listening to you. We can read between the lines.
Yeah.
So you should be careful. So what I'll say that she should decide not to talk about it at all, or she should come clean because it's not looking good for her at this moment. It's not looking good for her. And if she doesn't clean this one up, it will even mess her contributions or the things that she says on any platform. Because people will start judging you based on
her genuineness.
Especially when it comes to relationships.
So for me, I think
even beyond that,
it will go beyond that. It's about your credibility
and how genuine you are.
Yes. So me, I will rather advise her she should come clean. Tell me, I believe her to some extent. Like maybe she hadn't she has not met the guy.
Yeah.
And we know that this thing happens all the time.
Yeah.
Remember be okromu hakra omo adwuma no
we date when it
omo bogafo ye wa bruche ye omo nyobi ni nkase ono omo hyehye ho saa. I mean they be can be cry obi bo ho bia Captain Smart to cry. At some point, a whole lot of ladies outside accused him of that thing.
Them.
Yes. And you know, so Yeboah, why you be new?
Baby,
But the way I all go around it, you know, I think she should come clean and it will help her instead of going around it.
Well, I told you it is going to be very cute. That is the cutest showbiz daily you can ever get on Sammy Flex TV. It has been great, better late than ever. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate, Intimdo Solomon, Theophilus Digos, and Bujulens. Until then, we will surely meet and keep waiting for the gist. I'll surely be coming here to tell you some more. We're out of here. Subscribe to us and let's meet again. Bye-bye.